All right. Welcome to yet another super celebrity session, celebrity red carpet session at Startup Frat with one of our topmost case studies where our guest of the session today, he has been a full-time IT employee, and he has in his part-time he has been able to launch a funnel with his newly acquired skill of healing, and he has been energy healing, and he has been offering that service online during his part-time hours while managing a toddler at home and his full-time job, while taking Zoom calls from his car during traffic jams, and he has made it happen. And I am super proud and happy to be introducing him over to you and for you guys to be attending this super special live stream. So with that, let us welcome Mr. Prashant Sagar. Let me open up the chat overlay. Let us welcome him with a lot of clapping and a lot of welcome. Let's bring it in. Bring in your comments and let us see them on the screen. It's going to take probably 20-30 second lag before we see the comments on the screen. But yes, so welcome, Sagar, man. How are you doing?
Thank you, Coach. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm doing fantastic, and thanks a lot for bringing me on this show. And tons of gratitude to you for bringing me over here.
Tech geek, full-time full-time employee with your own online funnel and mid-ticket to high-ticket clients, man. That is amazing. Super cool. Awesome. So you have, first of all, thank you very much for sharing, for taking out the time and actually being with us here today, and for sharing from your heart the value that you're going to share. Plus you got some special gifts for people who are attending the live stream today. So first of all, a big thanks and a big welcome. Okay, the comments have started showing up on the screen. Yes, we have a little bit of a lag. We got Mithu Roy saying welcome Prashant. We got Shweta saying welcome Prashant. Okay, all the other comments will be coming in just a second. Cool, man. So let's quickly go into your background. So you are a IT engineer, right?
Yeah,
And you're working in Bangalore.
yeah, I'm working in Bangalore.
Cool, and it's a full-time job.
It's a full-time job.
And great. And you have a family. You have a young daughter,
Yeah,
and she is how old now?
she's turned 3 years now.
3 years, man, insane. And throughout this whole time, with a toddler at home and with your full-time job, you've been building an online funnel, yeah.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it has nothing to do with your qualification, which is it's totally different from your qualification.
Not at all. Nothing to do.
So what is it that you do online?
So I'm practicing aura reading. I'm expert
Okay.
at aura reading, reading people's aura,
Okay.
and based on the detection of during aura reading, I get a lot of issues. I get detected,
Okay.
um, and I get onto the healing in the next stage with the
Okay.
clients. They agree to it.
uh,
That's what.
All right, so let's get into it. We've got Palguna now, Nagiri. Hearty welcome to Prashant. Awesome. Dr. Kamal, awesome to see Prashant sir. Evening coach, awesome. Welcome. Shweta Shah, welcome Prashant sir. Mithu Roy, welcome Prashant sir. I'll keep sharing the comments as they come in and let us get right into it. So, what is it that brought you into what was it like the business angle that interested you, or was it the spiritual kind of the actual service angle that interested you, that got you into researching and learning a new skill and then bringing it to the market?
So
Where did it all begin?
there are multiple triggers that I want to share over this point of time, and
Okay.
I'll just go with one over the other triggers. Okay,
Yeah.
there could be multiple triggers, but the predominantly have I want to share a few triggers which triggered me
Okay.
to learn what I want to learn, and what I am today. The
Hmm.
first trigger is like one of my uncle had liver cirrhosis. It was in during the slowdown of COVID.
Okay.
He had liver cirrhosis, and he was drinking all the time, just like
Yeah.
water. He was drinking the alcohol,
All right.
and he's very he's very one of my very favorite mamaji.
Okay.
And then I wanted to save him. And when he
Yeah.
was diagnosed for liver cirrhosis at hospital, I went behind the doctors until the canteen to ask like what has happened to him. How can I
Okay.
help this person, my uncle? And they said like you can't help him. He's in the terminal stages. I'm like, this is not acceptable. I have to do something on my from my side, though I'm
Hmm.
not a doctor. I'm not a qualified doctor. I'm
Mm,
not. I mean, I don't know anything about
mm,
health and things like that. Then I started understanding about liver related organ, like how do I help him. And then
mm,
I figured out certain protocols which I
mm,
can do at home.
mm,
And to be honest, like his liver, he was told that he will be, he will not be living, he will be living for maximum 2 to 3 months.
mm,
And guess what? Me and my cousin sat together and we jotted down what all I can do, we can do
mm,
for him.
mm,
Lifestyle modifications, right?
mm,
Very simple lifestyle modifications. With these things, that we figured out that he started showing some improvements. He was
mm,
bedridden, and he
mm.
started showing some improvements. And then from there, his liver function tests, that is his blood vitals, started
Yeah,
changing to very normal person, just like you and me. That was
yeah.
shocking to me. I would say this was on the path of reversal.
Okay,
And then he extended his life for almost 2 years.
okay.
Then he passed away because I caught him red-handed drinking in the bar. So that's a
Yeah,
different story altogether, because he
that's
decided that.
fine. But there was the remission of the disease,
But
like
then this
before.
is
Yeah.
one trigger that I understood, that there's something here that I don't know. I have to figure this out. That is trigger
Okay.
number one. And trigger number two is I facilitated a relative to reverse the diabetes. I did
Okay.
not do it, but I facilitated. I found the right person.
Uh-huh.
So I facilitated to do reverse the diabetes. That's like in 6 months. Then
Okay.
that's the trigger number two. And trigger
Okay.
number three is my baby had a natural birth. Okay, no medicines, no diets, nothing. It's just lifestyle modifications, very simple lifestyle modification. It's
Okay.
very negligible to notice,
Mm.
right? And then this is trigger number three. And the last thing I want to share is I have a cousin who is an allopathy doctor.
Mm.
And since her puberty, since
Yeah.
10 years, she has got no menstrual cycle, or it is very irregular. She's
Mm.
got no menstrual cycle.
Mm.
And guess what? I also facilitated her. I'm not a doctor, but I sent her to a right Ayurveda doctor, understanding, and by understanding. And then she started having menstrual cycles like within 2 months.
Wow.
Being an allopathy doctor, going to an Ayurveda doctor, and getting it diagnosed, right? So what's happening in the medical industry is like people are behind, the doctors are behind the
Mm.
symptoms, they're not addressing the root cause, right? So being an engineer, I can understand through my analytical skills that like what should be done, right?
Yeah.
So these are the triggers that when I understood all of these, this comes down to gut health. The major thing, it
Okay.
comes down to gut health. So
Okay.
then I would say that I practice a lot of things on gut health.
Mm.
And then since I kept my gut health very pristine, I have no health issues.
Mm.
Always my health is in the pristine condition.
Mm.
And it's also told that the gut is the second brain,
Yeah.
not just for physical health. It is also
Mm.
for mental health, spiritual health, and
Mm.
all the other,
Mm.
invisible
Mm.
bodies.
Mm.
So this triggered me to observe a lot of things happening in my life. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where I could feel some vibrations, or I could feel some telepathy, or somewhere I felt
Okay.
like I am getting some psychic abilities that I want to explore on this field. And that's where it pushed me automatically, unknowingly, to reading aura. So by
Okay.
reading aura, and there's a lot much to talk within aura topic
Mm.
itself.
Mm.
And over this talk,
Mm.
and I want to give all the brilliance to my mentors like you,
Mm.
and all the other spiritual mentors whom I have learned from.
Mm.
And if at all I make any mistakes, all the mistakes are mine, and all the brilliances are my mentors, and the books and authors I learned from.
Man,
Right?
amazing.
Very big topic. I combine science and spirituality to bring awareness into people, and then get into healing, and address the a lot of other issues.
So perfect. Thank you so much for that deep insight. We got a lot of people commenting. I'll just bring up the comments in just a second. But primarily, when you say energy healing or any kind of aura related stuff, it is to do with improving people's health problems, or is it primarily related to health problems, or how is it?
So ideally, health is one of the problem that can be resolved.
Yeah.
And I want to share a couple of testimonials so that people understand and connect
Mm.
with me.
Yeah.
One of the crazy testimonial which I'm not happy to share,
Yeah.
all right, but it's crazy to understand.
Yeah.
There was a healer whom she felt that such a person is not going to survive a long time,
Yeah.
and she would get answer from
Yeah.
me as a double check.
Mm.
And when I do reading, I get downloads from universe,
Hmm.
direct downloads. I receive direct downloads. I could see some numbers and so many things because
Hmm.
people like healers develop a lot of psychic abilities, which
Hmm.
is very hard to explain with the help of science.
Yeah.
So then he got an answer that this person is not going to survive not more than 3.5 to 4 months accurately.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm not happy to share that this person passed away in 3.5 to 4 months.
Hmm.
What I'm sharing today is like a lot of things can be picked up in aura,
Okay.
um, which can be forecasted in advance.
Okay.
Right? So
And
this
then
just
people can take some
yeah, we can
remedial
take some
measures. Like
action.
your
Yeah.
uncle, he could just extend his timeline just by.
And this person who passed away was having a Parkinson's disease.
Mhm.
While doing the reading, I was not told that she is having Parkinson's disease. But during
Okay.
aura reading, I got to know that she's not going to
Okay.
stay for so and so time. So not only health, it could be spiritual, physical, mental,
Hmm.
and a lot of other aspects that could be resolved, right? And this will in turn boost the productivity, and it helps a person to know he or she for a better self at the highest hood,
Hmm.
highest.
Hmm.
We can know ourselves at the highest level. That's
Yeah.
what I understood. Spirituality is all about knowing oneself at the highest
Level.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about religion or it's not about God or anything. Yeah.
All right. So basically, you've had your own journey in personal transformation. You've done some energy healing for people, and now you've obviously turned it into a business that at some point I'm guessing you want to take full time. Right now, it's your part time business. That's amazing. We've got uh, we've got Mr. Chandramuli Narasimha Murthy saying, "Welcome, Prashant sir. We got Dr. Kamal. What a blessing to have been able to add life years to our loved ones. Yes, even if they are on a downward spiral, then we can, extend their life with remedial measures." Rajesh Salomke sir, welcome on the red carpet platform. Uh, Adding few days, months to any life is great. You're doing great job. Super happy to hear that. All right, and then we had. Palguna Rao, Shweta Shah, Mithu, welcome, 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 all of you folks. Okay, real quick for people who are interested in this kind of thing, because this is going to add visibility to what's going on underneath. I just wanted to share that in addition to adding all the value that Prashant is doing, you can also grab him to ask him anything one on one on his calendar, which is startupfrat.club/Prashant, which is startupfrat.club/Prashant. Let me see if I can quickly share that on the screen and show you how it looks. Let me bring it up. And yeah, here we go. This is how your calendar looks, and he's got a few days open. You can just quickly go ahead, and if there is anything that his aura healing and energy healing kind of offering can help you to do for yourself or your family members, you can just grab him. All right. So, Sagar, now very, very simply, let us get into the meat of the matter. Who are the people that you're ideally helping currently? What has been your experience? Who are the people that you're ideally helping? And what are the things that you're helping them with?
So ideally, me being a working professional currently, so I
Hmm.
can connect with working professionals immediately. That's
Okay.
number one
Hmm.
persona. Number two is I also help spiritual seekers who wants
Hmm.
to learn, additional things in the spiritual field. Number
Hmm.
three is again uh, Number three is again healers. A lot of
Hmm.
healers are connecting with me because they want to know the status of their chakras and things like that.
Okay.
So those spiritual healers also connect with me because even though they are doing healing,
Hmm.
they want to understand the very detail or status of the chakras and things like that. So I could help these kind of three personas currently.
Okay, so people who are already in the field can learn something from you. Is it? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, because yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Because
and then
I
there are busy working professionals who need to you have these energies to like help them with their probably at their job, their family or something, right?
yeah.
Okay. Well, very, very interesting. Okay. Yes. So now let me ask you this. You yourself are relatively new in this field and you're doing it part time, how do you think that people are already in the field who are already spiritual healers or wellness guys, how can they learn from you? They must have been in the business longer than you,
Yeah.
right? So what is it that you have discovered that you feel that people are lacking in their own careers, even if they are in the career of spiritual healing?
So the number one thing is, though I'm very new to this field, but the
Yeah.
answers I get is not new, because the
Okay.
answers, I'm only a facilitator to get the answers, get the downloads, and pass it on to people. So
Mm-hmm.
these answers are very real, which is coming from, again, from universe or divine energies,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's the same with any other healer. It works like that.
Okay.
So I want to give all the credit to the universe or the
Mm-hmm.
mentors who taught me this, and I'm just a facilitator over here, right?
Yeah.
So if I say that I am going to do it, it's like the
Yeah.
hum is catching up onto me, the ego is catching up onto me, right?
Yeah.
So, the answers are very simple. Number one is to keep the health in a very good condition,
Mm-hmm.
especially gut health. So
Mm-hmm.
is going to connect people from physical health to the mental health. Once the physical health and mental health is very clear, that's the gateway to get connected to the mind. Our mind. Our mind is not here. Our mind is our consciousness. So you would have heard that, the girls, if somebody is following some girl across the street during teasing, girls
Mm-hmm.
can sense from behind that somebody's
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
behind girls,
Yeah.
right? How
Yeah.
is this possible? Because girls, especially females, have a lot of neurons in their brain.
Yeah.
Neurons can pick up a lot of electrical signals from behind the person, right?
Yeah.
So this is all very much interesting, fascinating to learn, and implement into our daily practices, right?
So they say that your gut has to be clear if you want to go on a spiritual journey, and they keep saying this, that people who are more of like non-vegetarian eaters and all, they are farther away from the spiritual journey. Is that true?
uh, it's a misnomer. It's not
Okay.
actually true.
Uh,
It's the non-veg has got nothing to do with spiritual journey. It's not got
non-veg
nothing.
is not bad for your gut though, right?
It's not bad for that, but we should be aware of
Uh,
that it should be limited. Let me tell
yeah.
you an example.
Uh,
That let's say I eat non-veg
yeah.
stomach full and full of spicy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Since I'm having, according to Ayurveda, I'm having pitta kind of body, that's fiery
Yeah.
body.
Okay.
Adding more fire to my gut is going to add the chaos. So the
Okay.
ideal thing is eat eat limited. Eat
Okay.
limited when you like it, not stomach full or until
Okay.
until
All
the
right.
next, right? So the idea is to manage the energy. You teach us to manage our energy, right?
Hmm.
So it's very similar to that. Manage our energy. So managing energy is going to open up the pathways, right?
So okay, so on a side note, I don't want to pursue this right now and take everybody's time. But on a side note, if you go to any of these Panchakarma treatment centers, they'll tell you what is the pitta you have and what is the kind of diet you
Yes.
should eat, right? So
Yes.
that kind of aligns it. And I'm guessing if that is aligned, then you're closer to the spiritual journey.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so gut is pretty much the gateway. That's one big learning I got today. Let us just quickly share all the learnings that other people are getting. Dr. Kamal is saying, you are an inspiration, Prashant sir. We've got musical therapist. All right, Hitesh, good evening. Okay, good evening, Hitesh. We've got Gaurav Nakil. Welcome. All right, we've got even music therapy involves chakras and energy centers. Amazing. Palguna Rao is saying, very interesting to know more details about the universe. Hitesh again. Love the approach, your POV towards healing. We've got Dr. Kamal, beautiful explanation. Manage energy is a mantra. Yes. Real quick before we go into the next one, if you feel that any of these discussion items can, are kind of interesting enough, you want to pursue them further, you can just grab him directly at startupfrat.club/Prashant, startupfrat.club/Prashant. Now, so now you're helping all of these kinds of people. What are some of the success rates that you have seen with the therapy that you're following? And you said that even though you're brand new, you've got like some pretty killer success rates. So what are some of the success rates, and like what is the current success you're facing?
So the success rates are, when I say in terms of numbers, it's always beyond 90 to 95%.
Okay.
So the success rates are like 90 to 95% accuracy, and I also get the feedback from people,
All
uh,
right.
accurate feedback.
Okay. Amazing. That's pretty good. I have a comment. I will not display on scene. How much money does this industry make? Just to
So
give you perspective, what's that? Yeah.
in terms of money,
Mm.
a healer can charge a very few thousands to up to a lakh rupee. And I've also heard that in UK and different countries, in Western countries, like there are healers living with the people,
Okay.
right? With the people, and you can understand, if you want to hire a healer for full time, you can understand what's the sort of payment that they're going to pass it on, right?
Okay.
So India is not yet over there; it's not yet catching
Yeah.
up. But all these modalities are from ancient Vedas, and ancient Vedas, I would
Yeah.
say.
And if you can really see their future, like you said, I could literally see their future if you want to be on that journey and help them through. Even if you've already seen the outcomes, if you want to be on that journey and help them through in their, so that they can transcend. I guess obviously it's a very, very high commitment thing. I don't even think any doctor does that or any medical industry. So if you have somebody who can help you doing that, definitely there's going to be a charge involved. And definitely I think the main question is, can you make this your full-time profession? And what I'm hearing from you is yes, right? Yes,
Yes.
you can do it. Okay, cool. Amazing. So what is the core vehicle that you have? What is it called? What is your program called? What is the core vehicle you have? And like, how does it, yeah, work?
So the core vehicle, I use aura reading as a vehicle to understand the people's aura, and
Okay.
then and they have to reach from point A to point B. They have some
Okay.
problem. They have to
Okay.
reach to certain destination, and I'm
Okay.
using aura as a vehicle. Okay,
Hmm.
there can be hundreds of modalities. With respect, I'm saying that there could be hundreds of modalities over there
Mm.
in the market.
Mm.
But aura is just a vehicle that I'm using to identify the frequency of a person and
Mhm.
what's the issues that's going with this person. And
Mm.
this is only at the detection stage. If you
Yeah.
go to a hospital with somebody's having heart problem or something like that, they're going to say that you have heart blockage over here. That's
Yeah.
only detection,
Yeah.
right? And
Okay.
what I'm talking is at the physical body or
Mm.
mental body, right?
Mm.
There's something called also spiritual, sorry,
Yeah.
soul.
Yeah.
I can also touch on to the topic of soul, which will
Yeah.
run out of the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And while doing healing, we can also get into the soul writing and accessing soul's purpose and things like this. So many
Yeah.
modalities attached to this, where
Yeah.
I can introduce to clients over a period of time, but not immediately, right?
Okay.
It
Got
has
it.
to be step by step. Okay.
All right. So you got the soul purpose stuff also in there, is it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And what are the three secrets that you use in order to just apprise people of the importance so that they can kind of take your services? What are like the three secrets of this thing?
So the secret number one is like hidden energies. Hidden
Okay.
energies are always like, again, it comes back to the aura,
Okay.
because aura is, if you understand, if anybody could understand about aura, it's like a light
Yeah.
around a human body or a plant or a living being, right?
Okay.
And these days, science is catching up onto these things, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They
Uh,
are.
Indian people, that is ancient shears or Rishi Munis, have all
Yeah.
identified this long time
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
While I was doing some research work on this, that I could understand that this knowledge has been dropped on Bhagwan Mahavishnu
Yeah.
until Patanjali, who is
Mm.
guru of,
Yeah.
father of yoga.
Yeah.
And then he passed on this information to Panini to write this on manuscripts.
Yeah.
And that's the information that I have to say over this call,
Yeah.
right? That's where the information is passed on from generation to generation over thousands of
Okay.
years and lakhs of years, and that's what we have today. And that's where I learn. And it's secret number one is about hidden energies,
Yeah.
understanding the hidden energies, and
Yeah.
all these governed by chakras.
Okay.
All these hidden energies are governed by chakras. And again, when it comes to chakras, like it has to be aligned. All the energies has to be aligned, right?
Without
So
aligning?
without aligning, let's say for example, if a person is unable to speak in his home,
Yeah.
if unable to speak, for example, a person has to pursue art, he is
Uh,
pushed to engineering, he is
uh,
forced. but he's unable to speak at home because he's pressurized and he's stabbed in his soul or
Yeah.
in his mental body. He's
Yeah.
always holding things, right?
Yeah.
And all these chakras are so beautiful that it's all located at the major organs in our body.
Yeah.
So, for example, in this case of this guy who wants to
Mm.
pursue art and
Yeah.
where he's pushed to engineering, because he's not able to voice out his opinion at
Yeah.
home, he would get thyroid because he's not able to,
Oh, okay.
so whenever there is blockages in these energies, it gets accumulated,
Yeah.
right? Pancreas is also one of that stuff. I mean, diabetes
Yeah.
is inflammation to pancreas, right?
Yeah.
So all these chakras are located at the major organs in a human body. So the idea is to, uh, go with the flow,
Mm.
what you like, right?
Mm.
Not going against the flow, right?
Okay.
And also, it's that's how it works.
How long does this chakra healing take, man?
It depends on a person to receive how much capacity he has got,
Okay.
and for some people it could be 3 days, it
Okay.
could be in 15 days, or it could be 21 days, or some people it could be months together. First,
Wow.
they should have willingness to change.
Okay.
If you look
And
at
this
the
can be done on a
frequency,
Zoom call or something? The chakra healing?
I do it on the Zoom call. I do
Okay.
it on the Zoom call. Sometimes I sit in front of. There are a lot of healing modalities. I sit in front
Yeah.
of a client and I
Yeah.
do this, run the energies live.
Yeah.
Initially, they will not feel these energies
Yeah.
because there are a lot of negative blockages that will be there initially. Over a
Yeah.
period of time, once their energy is getting cleansed, they could
Yeah.
feel vibrations literally.
Wow.
They feel vibrations, right? And this is going to happen once the energy is cleansed, aura is cleansed. So
Then can
it,
you
it
get
takes
more
time.
rich? Can you get more rich as a result of getting the vibrations?
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely. And
Okay.
then once this energy is aligned,
Yeah.
I've written something like spiritual GPS. It's
Yeah.
nothing but we would say synchronicities. So
Okay.
synchronicities, people would understand that in terms of seeing some repeated numbers and things like that. So repeated numbers
Yeah.
are just confirmation that you're on a right path.
Yeah.
But deep down, it's just a sign of universe that saying that you're on a right path. But behind, sometimes I get telepathy
Yeah.
from strangers. I'm
Uh,
stuck in some situation. I'm
yeah.
stuck in a car where there is some traffic or things like
Yeah.
that. I can also say that I could get this power that I need a parking lot in this mall. Just
Wow.
one step for me.
Yeah.
And I also, just while talking to a client, while sending healing paths to a client, one of the client had sleep apnea,
Okay.
and she was about to get admitted to hospital and get out
Yeah.
of this thing.
Yeah.
She was about to get admitted in a hospital. Then I sent her energies for about 5 minutes, and she's like, "Saga, did you do something? I'm
Yeah.
sleeping better today." Guess
Yeah.
what? Whenever I hear these things from my clients, I get goosebumps because
So
this is
sleep
something.
apnea can be solved, is it? With this, with the energy healing?
Not only sleep apnea, a lot many things could be solved because we have trillions of cells in our body.
Okay.
Each cell is eavesdropping a lot of information and energies from the universe. All right, and all these cells are receiving information,
Yeah.
receiving energies. Once we are tuned to these energies, and all these cells starts feeling better.
Okay.
So once these cells are start getting the information, the pyramid, right? Like
Yeah.
from cells to tissues,
Yeah.
tissues to organs, and
Yeah.
the overall system in the
Yeah.
human body.
Yeah.
So it goes from case to case. There's a lot of thing. It can go from case to case and person to person.
Pretty good stuff, man. So we have a lot of people health on the health side who are getting sleep apnea items. So I guess they can connect with you and just collaborate. So it's startupfrat.club/Prashant. Amazing. Okay, man. I have been mesmerized. I have not really been interacting a lot, bringing up the comments because I've been mesmerized with everything you're saying. We've got, yeah, very interesting to know more details. We've got, I think we covered this month. Love the approach, your POV approach towards healing. We got Dr. Kamal saying beautiful explanation. Manage energy is a mantra. We've got Partha saying astonishing. Okay, you've opened up a more whole new world of solutions. Amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. All right. So a lot of stuff can be done. So quick question now: if somebody doesn't have a clean gut, maybe they are drinking alcohol, eating non-vegetarian, they're not a good person. They want to clean their energies, but as such they're not really a good person, not very spiritual, can it still benefit them to go through some aura healing or something?
Yeah, they can.
Okay, they can. Like, it's for everybody. Non-denominational, no discrimination. Okay, amazing. Yes, you're gonna say something.
Yeah, I wanted to share something.
Hmm.
Over the period of time, like if you look at the time these days, the
Hmm.
modern times, right? We are
Hmm.
getting into shorter form of content. It could be
Okay.
Instagram Reels and
Yeah.
things like that. Why
Yeah.
that is happening? Because the major elites, the industries are getting to put people under the spectrum of fear
Yeah.
instead of operating from
Yeah.
the higher chakras,
Yeah.
which is above the heart chakra.
Yeah.
We are pushed to think from the level of the lower chakras, which is
Yeah.
generating fear. I
Yeah.
want to share something very interesting over here. Is you see a lot of commercial food items over the stock, right?
Hmm.
In a departmental store or somewhere,
Yeah.
and all of these items have a lot of preservatives.
Yeah.
Guess what? All of these preservatives are good because
Hmm.
of some economical reasons, some
Yeah.
because of
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
commercial reasons. They add
Yeah.
these preservatives, but it's going to it's bad for gut health. they're,
Obviously.
they're
Pretty
trying
horrible.
to hamper the health. Once they have control over the health,
Hmm.
a person is very easy to manipulate.
What is very easy to manipulate?
Our consciousness is very
Okay.
easy to manipulate when we are under fear.
All
I'm
right.
When I'm under fear, I can open the pocket and spend money to hospitals
For
and
sure.
spend money to hundreds of things,
Yeah.
right? When I am under control of my food, and also you share over the teams call, right,
Yeah.
not to have a lot of processed food, and that's
Yeah.
where I learned the
Yeah.
very first thing. So, so we cannot avoid processed food 100%, but cut it down, and keep it limited.
Hmm.
You keep eating 2 minutes Maggi noodles a day, it's very fast.
Yeah. Okay, that's very, very interesting. So now, see in the industry, everything about this aura healing, spiritual energies, energy cleansing, all of this stuff is all over the place because you have ads on Facebook, you got people on YouTube doing, get creating the awareness. Why do you think more people? I don't think anybody ever actually goes in for these kind of treatments as much as they should. And I think the market can only expand from here. So why do you think, what is the barrier that people know about it, they probably need it, they know it can fix stuff, but they don't go in for it directly? I mean, they'll go in
Uh,
for a health consultation, but they won't go in for a spiritual energy consultation, right? So there is like there's some barrier. What are the barriers that make people not take advantage of it immediately?
so the number one barrier is in the ancient times. I believe that this is the mainstream, the
Yeah,
healing and
this
the
was
whole,
mainstream.
all
Today
of
it
this.
is
These
side stream.
mainstream. Now these mainstreams cannot be patented. Why? Because this is available in terms of books. It can be passed on from person to person. You can
Yeah,
learn through course and things like that.
yeah,
It cannot be patented.
yeah,
Because you cannot patent it, you cannot commercialize it,
yeah,
right? So now this is replaced by so-called mainstream, that is pharmaceutical industries
yeah,
and the hospitals and things like that. With all the respect, I totally respect the hospitals and all the
yeah,
doctors
yeah,
over
yeah,
here because they do
yeah,
fantastic job. But
yeah,
it has to be like when a person needs attention over the health,
yeah,
go with the addressing the root cause first, then
yeah,
get on to emergency cases.
yeah,
Hospitals are brilliant and they do fantastic work. Doctors do
yeah,
fantastic work
yeah.
for emergency cases. But when somebody is having thyroid, how
Mm,
long you're going to consume a thyroid tablet,
mm, mm.
right? You're going to consume diabetes tablet for a year long, not
Yeah,
year long,
yeah,
until the lifetime. Is there something reversal? So
mm,
these days, people have no mind space. They
mm.
don't have time to think that is it reversible.
Okay.
I'm going to consume diabetes tablets till my end of life.
Yeah,
If you look at the tablets, if you turn the back side of the tablets,
yeah,
clearly printed in some colored text that
yeah,
this could bring so and so. There's a warning very clearly printed. This could be the reason for so and so organ failures,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
who's very serious, they have to pay attention towards understanding in reversal, right? So that's very profitable also.
yeah. Obviously. Yeah, man. They pass on the responsibility of creating the healing, not taking the responsibility themselves, but passing it on to a product, buy the product, get it done, and then there's a whole industry around it. I feel what you're saying is that on the spiritual healing side, you really have to work with people, and that is why the service is there. And what do you think is the future of spiritual healing or energy healing, in person healing? What is the future of it
So
going forward?
according to me, whenever I'm say that okay, this or something it was spirituality and things like that,
Yeah.
the number one question I get to ask like which umbrella or which guru under you're working. I'm like,
Okay.
what is that?
Yeah.
Can you explain more? They're like, is it is it Adi Yogi, that is
Yeah.
Sadguru, or
Yeah.
Ravi Shankar Guruji.
Yeah.
People have to understand that spirituality is not in following any guru,
Yeah.
not following any god. It's all about very practical and it's very science based.
Okay.
No, we don't need science to prove it.
Yeah.
Spirituality is all about knowing your own self at the highest hood. For example, let me share an example. Like if you walk into a room, you
Mm.
have a friend or you have a colleague or somebody.
Yeah.
Do you feel good sometimes? Do you feel bad sometimes?
Yeah.
You can
Obviously.
have both kind of emotions.
Yeah.
That's your own aura interacting with your friend to tell you that am I feeling right in this environment? Am I
Mm.
feeling right on this path? Am I
Mm.
feeling right on this road?
Mm.
Right? And that's not your brain communicating. That's your entire body absorbing the energy, and that's communicating you that listen, I need this and I'm feeling this. Right?
Mm.
So that's how it works. Right? I can go on talking endless. That's how it works. And
Amazing.
some healers like me or every human being is having psychic abilities,
Mm.
including kid. Everybody has psychic abilities. We
Yeah.
get lost, get lost in the commercial world and a lot of things. We forget the psychic abilities,
Yeah.
right? These psychic abilities could be like clear seeing. Without eyes we can see clearly. Some people could read sentences, some people could read you know uh, texts
Mm.
while they are reading.
Mm.
Some
Mm.
people could know. I'm better at knowing without when I'm asked question, I can know the answer, and this
Yeah.
answer is getting downloaded from universe directly, and that's not me answering.
Yeah.
Answer is getting downloaded from the universe, and which I'm going to verify with the client again. And some people would taste, smell, and
Mm.
also they could feel, right? So every healer will be predominantly having one of
One
the
of the senses highly,
for me,
highly.
it's knowing.
Yeah.
How do they get to know that this person is going to survive 3.5 to 4 months? That's a knowing which is coming to me,
Mm.
right? And even I don't know how it's coming to me, but I am better at knowing. But I cannot hear anything.
Yeah.
I cannot see. But sometimes I see some numbers in my eyes
Yeah.
when I read this thing.
Yeah.
There's so many things which I want to talk about psychic abilities. Every human being is having psychic abilities, but we get lost in the word, right? So then that's innate ability of every human being. Also, a dog. Why do a dog barks at some rack picker? And I
Yeah.
respect rack pickers a lot because
Yeah.
they are clearing the environment. Why do the dogs bark at the rack pickers? It's because they are operating their life at lower energies and lower frequencies and
Okay.
lower emotions. That's why dogs can sense it and they get into the fear zone, fear mode, and they start barking at the rack pickers. They don't know the profession. I mean, dogs don't know the profession of rack pickers versus an employee, right? So dogs can sense a lot. This
Mm.
is very natural for all the human beings. I mean, for all the human beings um, as well as a lot of animals.
Mm. Man, this is outstanding. What a knowledge level, man. Okay. Yeah, my video is a little glitchy because yeah, my computer's taking on a lot of load. But yeah, cool, man. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting, man. Anybody wants to check him up? Yeah, first of all, questions, please put it in the comments box. I'm happy to take your questions. Anybody wants to book him, startafrat.club/Prashant. He's got a few free slots. Otherwise, it's a chargeable service, but he's got a few free slots. If you've been attending this live stream and supporting it, you can spend a little bit of time with Sagar entirely for free. We've got comments coming in. We've got Partha saying, uh, astonishing. Dr. Kamal saying Prashant's glowing aura is showing on the screen. Um, musical therapist Ritesh is saying unable to speak at home. Husband, just kidding. Okay, yeah, that is something that can that is like, yeah, that's gonna give him some thyroid right there. Okay, we've got Sumit Paul. You have given so much in this short interview. I am like this, which is awesome. I think you put a smiley emoji over there. It's showing up as text over here. Not to worry. You are the best for aura analysis expert. I have experience. Okay, so you've got one of your members over here, Coach JD Hosur. That's amazing. We've got Sadat rightly said, in fear we take out money easily. That is true. We've got Jay Chitra saying people go for easy relief rather than understanding their body language. Yes. Okay. We've got Dr. Kamal. I feel extremely upbeat in startup frat community gang with the highest positive energy. Amazing. We've got GD, Coach GD Osur. I've seen your energy in healing others without any expectations. You are great. Great. Super awesome healer. Super about everyone has psychic abilities. Thank you. Siddhi Tata. What an explanation. Spirituality is science. Knowledge which is spiritual is higher than scientific inventions. Can we, Sagar, high time I get on a consultation? I'm sure I'm missing a lot. Yep. Link is given right there. We've got a question. Siddhi Tata is saying, can we see our own aura? That's a question now, right there. Can we see our own aura?
Okay, I would like to answer this question. Very interesting. Um, some healers can see aura because some healers will have the clear vision. They can see aura just by
Mm,
looking at a person. They can be like, this is your aura color, right?
mm,
I'm not good at seeing. I'm very good at knowing. All
mm,
right. I want to give an I want to give exercise to these people whoever
mm,
asking this question, or for everyone whoever is watching on the
mm,
YouTube in future as well.
mm,
All right. And maybe I'm very conscious. I'm not
mm,
able to feel my own aura, but I want to share this in just 1 minute.
mm.
Just close your eyes,
Yeah.
relax, sit at home,
Mm,
and take a few deep breaths, right?
mhm,
And then just pinch your uh, you know fingertips.
yeah.
Just rub them
Yeah.
because your hands are having electrical circuits which gets closed.
Mhm,
Okay. And then you just feel like you just close your eyes to feel the aura. you
mhm,
know uh, just see that if you're going to have a globe,
mm,
feel like you're having a globe of ball, right?
mhm,
It is repelling or attracting,
mm.
right? The moment you start repelling or attracting, that's your aura, right?
Okay.
That's aura. I can't do it because I'm very conscious while
Yeah.
speaking on the video
Yeah.
camera, but you can practice this at your home, right?
Okay.
And that's you feel it. And don't worry if you don't feel it. Everybody will have their own aura because every living being is having aura, including a leaf
Yeah.
is having aura. If you cannot feel it because you are too tensed or you are very conscious, okay,
Mm,
but you can do it. You can do it. And I want to share very interesting that you have a leaf, right? For example, assume this is a leaf,
mm.
although this is a post-it.
Yeah.
I want to say that this is a leaf.
Yeah.
Let's say it's in the shape of leaf,
Yeah.
and then the leaf is having its own aura,
Yeah.
which can be seen through aura cameras. There is something
Yeah.
called killing camera,
Yeah.
which
Now we have these cams which can
we have
see
this
the.
technology, but I don't use any of those devices. I just
That's
read the
amazing.
aura
Okay.
uh, mentally and assume this aura. I mean, the leaf is having aura,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
assume I cut the tip of the leaf.
Yeah.
What happens? I think that the aura should be visible at the place where I cut the leaf.
Yeah.
But the thing is, physically the leaf is cut.
Yeah.
Physically the tip of the leaf is cut.
Yeah.
All right. And in the energy body, the leaf is still having its own shape.
Okay.
So I've heard that I have seen in the internet that people losing limbs,
Yeah.
like hands or their limbs, and they get some tingling feeling at the
Yeah.
edge
Yeah.
of their
Yeah.
limbs. Right?
Yeah.
This is very true because the aura is still having the continuation
Yeah.
of the limb.
Yeah.
Right. This is very interesting and fascinating to learn, and that's how it works.
Amazing stuff. Okay, so yeah, and if you can't feel your aura, clean your gut. Just joking. All right, we've got Dr. Kamal saying, question. Any two simple steps to maintain positive aura and energy?
So, okay. Number one thing is,
Mm.
uh, have you seen some small kids doing buri nazar? The parents doing buri
Yeah,
nazar.
yeah, 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 absolutely.
Buri nazar. That is
Yeah,
so real. My kid, she gets this buri nazar. Just take lump of or a spoon of salt.
mm.
Just rotate any direction. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Any number of time. three
Yeah.
times, 7 times, as you wish. Just rotate it on your head and
Yeah.
just throw it in your commode and flush it out.
Yeah.
I'm going to say what is going to happen by doing this ritual,
Yeah.
right? Since the salt, rock salt, is from the earth element,
Yeah.
we are passing on all this burinazar onto
Uh,
the salt just
okay.
by setting intention. Not just action is important, the setting intention is also important. That,
Okay.
my kid has observed the burinazar from so and so people and so environment, and
Yeah.
everything is observed by the salt, and I'm flushing this to the salt. This intention is so important. There's a book called Intention Experiment, if you would like. This very thick book. It's got a lot of experiments. This is from US,
Hmm.
and a lot of experiments that is written over here.
Hmm.
And Indian households doesn't need these books. We are doing this since centuries. We are
Wow.
doing
Yeah.
this since ages because our parents started doing it, right?
Yeah.
And also, if you could feel better, the number two, you can cleanse your aura. How can
Yeah.
you cleanse your aura? Is like whenever you're taking bath, when your bucket is half full,
Yeah.
just put 1 spoon of rock salt and um, half a spoon of coffee powder,
Yeah.
and stir it well. Any
Yeah.
direction, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Stir it well, and you take bath. Just over the shoulder, take bath,
Yeah.
and while stirring, set the intention again that my energy is going to get cleansed. I have observed, bad energies from the external environment, and
Hmm.
I'm passing on all these bad energies to my bad energies to coffee and this, these rock salt.
Yeah.
That's going to observe, and have heard from my own clients that their body feels light after doing this,
Wow.
and that's literally true, and that
Wow.
happens, right?
Okay.
And now, why rock salt and coffee powder? Because it's earth element.
Okay.
It's earth element. We are passing on all these energies to the earth element, right? Two things are important. One is your intention and the intensity. Both are important. Just two things, and the material whatever you want. That's how it works. And anybody can try this, and let me know when they come to me to my consultation call.
Yes. And we've got Partha asking, yeah, how can we get back this psychic ability? That I think he asked because you said that there are things that we have done which have impurified the connection. So I think what Partha is asking, how can we get back this psychic ability?
So for some people, it could be a few days. For some
Mm,
people, it could be a few months, right? And it's better to catch up with a mentor, and then start working.
got it. Yeah,
You're
get on the
answering.
journey. Get
Yeah.
on the journey. Don't worry about the result. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, that's a good input. Yeah, get on the journey, and definitely once you're there on the journey, then result is going to come. Amazing. We've got Sadat who's saying booked an appointment tomorrow to dive deep. We've got Siddhi Tata who's saying okay. Amazing. Sumit Paul seems to be like magic, even though I know it's completely scientific. That's amazing. We've got Dr. Kamal. Thank you so much for these steps, Prashant sir. Setting intention with action is my takeaway. Amazing, amazing stuff. Yes. All right. Well, thank you for everybody for attending this live stream. We've got super thanks to Prashant Sagar for giving us this this time and for giving us the slots. If they are still available, you can just grab them. Starterfrat.club/Prashant, starterfrat.club/Prashant, and you can just go ahead book some time with him. We've got another comment. Yeah, so that said, okay, wow, that's amazing. We've got Jachitra saying science our forefathers taught without deep explanation, but asked us to play the game. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Sagar, for being with us, for giving us all this knowledge. I am absolutely, I am actually taken aback, and it's going to take me a bit of thought to get into it. And definitely, I want to try this journey for myself and for all the other folks. You have really blown everybody away. Thank you so much for being so generous with your time and your knowledge and your learning, man.
Thank you, coach. Thank you. I want to share something at last
Yes, please.
before we disconnect. And you shared in one of the weekly calls, like you have to be like, be, do, and have.
Yeah.
Being is being where you want to be in the future,
Mm.
right?
Yep.
And then take the actions, that is do, and have is going to come.
Yeah.
There's some saying in Bhagavad Gita, right?
Yeah.
Just do the activity and don't expect the result, and that's going
Yeah.
to happen, right? That's going to turn out, right? So that's what I wanted to share. And your energy has been amazing. It has transformed me like anything. and you are very fast, lightning speed at executing things. And it has helped me personally a lot to take decisions very fast, very quick,
Mm,
personally, right?
mm,
I've learned a lot from you,
mm.
right? So there's a lot to learn in this community, and it's totally energetic community, and you've been instrumental in my journey to take the decisions whatever I want to take, right? And I'm sure that I know that we are in the right hands with coach Dr. Rajat Sinha, and thanks a lot for being there with us.
Thank you. Thank you. Most welcome, my friend. All right. Let everybody just grab a hold of this guy, man, before he becomes fully booked out in his career, because after this, it's going to be difficult to get in touch with him. Thank you so much. And with that, we will see everybody on the other side. Bye bye, guys.
Thank you, coach. Thanks a lot.